Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we're on the Pioneer server, so keep in mind the content is subject to change by official release. But as of right now, Gala is dominating Dream Realm. For the 3 days she has been out, she has been in the top Dream Realm team for endless difficulty for each of the 3 bosses. And by a significant amount as well. And the craziest thing is, she's even the best in Necrodrakon, which generally ultimate based heroes are not. And, well, I guess overall, Gala just needs to cast her ultimate one initial time. After that, she doesn't need to cycle it. So the top team for Necrodrakon is using Gala. We can take a look at the damage output. She is even rivaling the damage of Harok, who is the king in Necrodrakon Dream Realm boss. Apart from this, we also have King Croaker. Yesterday, Gala is in the top team by a large margin. And in fact, good news is there's a player who's figured out a Thorin version, even better than Saida, so even more free-to-play friendly. And Aliceth and Gala are the 2 best combination. Baelran can work, but Aliceth is better overall. And look at the damage output here. 444 billion damage from Gala. She's absolutely crushing it in Dream Realm content right now. And then we have Blightshroom. She was released on Pioneer server on Blightshroom Day, and she managed to be in the top team. Of course, if we take a look at the damage chart, she's even out damaging any other hero in the team. So Gala is a major force to be reckoned with. Definitely her ultimate power from her charms are also playing a factor, because that increases basically the stats that her clone of herself give and or has, and that is going to increase both of their damage output together. But really, Gala is kind of crushing it in Dream Realm right now. And we've only had 3 bosses. It's very likely she is probably going to be top in Thalassa. I don't know about Nocturne Judicator, but for the other bosses, she has a really good shot of being in the top team as well. So she is basically going to be the new endless version of Shemira, but that also might mean that Shemira might be crept out of the meta, because if you're looking here, Shemira, for endless difficulty, don't get me wrong, for pre-endless difficulty, Shemira probably still is going to be the queen, but for endless difficulty, Gala seems to be taking that spot of Shemira. So let me just go ahead and show you this, because this replay of this King Croaker team, because 444 billion damage is insane. And this is also only like the initial day testing in Pioneer server. There could be even some more optimized comps which come out when these heroes come to global as well. But basically, currently in Gala's current state, if she is released as is, she is going to be a must-have hero, no question about it, and actually a high investment priority, up to plus 25 exclusive equipment, even higher priority than like heroes like Ludwig and Pandora, because Gala is just really stealing the show. You're seeing that she's the #1 contributor of damage. Now here, what happens is, if we take a look again right at the beginning, because then you can actually see, she is going to be duplicating and creating a clone version of Aliceth, basically the hero behind her on this hexagonal tile. That is the hero who is going to be duplicated when her full magic circle forms, and now they're going to be 2 Aliceths firing off in the back for those 12 seconds. And that is going to be useful. But the other interesting thing is, Aliceth is really still also dominating even after Mythic Magic Charms. Definitely there are going to be some bosses where Baelran is best. However, for the majority of bosses, Aliceth is the best, and she is going to be basically the best endless damage dealer out of Hypogean Celestial heroes we currently have for Dream Realm content, at least the boss lineup we currently have. Okay, yeah, so there you have it with Gala doing just massive damage, and it is really insane. Honestly insane. And Smokey as well. Smokey is really proving himself, because he's just a great buffer. I think he has good synergy with Gala as well, giving her attack and haste buff. And yeah, so Blightshroom, obviously Smokey cannot be used, but for the other bosses, I want to see how much more Smokey are we going to be seeing. He is best in King Croaker. Is he going to be best in any other bosses as well? So people who have invested into Smokey, you're still going to be in a really good position as well. Blightshroom, so here, this is interesting, because here we have to pay very close attention. Now, yeah, Gala is going to duplicate the twin, because when basically Gala will prioritize to duplicate or clone the hero who is behind her, but if there's no one behind her, then you're going to have the twin being duplicated. And I saw a hero run up to the front and start attacking, but that's actually, I believe, the pink twin. So if you guys remember, we were showing this replay on the first video I made of Gala. after she came out on Pioneer server. And there is, when her full magic circle forms, then she's going to have a clone of the twins, and the pink twin is actually going to run up. It's not like another Bailran running up. So this is actually cloning the twins, and the value of that is because both twins can cast their ultimate, and so for that short period of time, you're going to have the double haste buff of twins running, and that's massive haste buffing, right? That's like 60 plus 60, 120. Even though haste has diminishing returns, it's still enough value. Like if you can give the whole team another 60 haste, that's better than having like a Bailran just for 12 seconds. So that is very interesting. And Necrodrakon, now this is the new team. Harak and Gala. This is also crazy. This is crazy that actually... And she's going to duplicate the twins again just for that haste buff. That is really interesting. So like... Twins are also potentially getting higher value with Gala to allow another recast of their ultimate. So like, because so far, out of all the teams we've shown, really, 2 of the teams have had Gala recasting and cloning the twins rather than another hero. Okay, but also it could be because these teams, well, they all do have Aliceth, right? So like, yeah, I guess just sometimes cloning the twins is more value compared to cloning Aliceth. Okay, so there you have it. Overall, Gala is a beast, and so definitely save your resources. Make sure you have 80,000, 90,000 diamonds so that even if you get the worst possible RNG, even if you have to pity all hits, 90,000 diamonds is enough to get a hero to Supreme Plus. Well, actually 96,000 diamonds specifically, but 90,000 diamonds for all intents and purposes will be enough for you to Supreme Plus her off banner. And if she is released in her current state, or if she has even more buffs before her release, there is no question Gala is going to be a must pull, and right off banner up to Supreme Plus pretty much instantly. Like at this point we can say that, and she really is, as of right now, as she is in Pioneer server, she is a game breaking hero, a meta changing hero, and this is going to be a big shake up for Dream Realm, definitely for Endless. But now when you talk about it for pre-Endless, this is something you have to understand. She is not going to function very well in pre-Endless bosses because she doesn't have true damage. She doesn't have, she just has regular damage and HP loss damage. HP loss damage is completely ineffective for pre-endless bosses. Almost completely ineffective. That's why heroes like Fiestro, Bailran generally don't shine in pre-endless. But the thing is, she also doesn't have any buffing really for your allies. It's really just all about herself. The only kind of utility she has is if she can clone the twins and the twins get another ultimate off. There's value off of that, but it's only a 12-second duration for those twins to remain active, and so like it's probably just one additional ultimate cast, which is not hugely game breaking for supportive means. So she can still function as a supportive type hero for pre-endless Dream Realm. However, she's not going to be anywhere near as dominant in pre-endless as she is in endless. And for endless, she is completely shaking up the meta. And yeah, but the other thing we are noticing is Aliceth is really the also very strong Dream Realm damage deal for endless, even after Mythic Charms. She's still shining, very bright. Now, obviously, at this point in time, there could be another Celestial Hypogean around the corner. We are predicting that maybe in early Jan or mid-Jan, there may be the announcement or release of another Celestial Hypogean, the third of this season. But there could very well be no third Celestial Hypogean this season. So what I would recommend is wait until early January. If there's still no info on a new Celestial Hypogean coming, it probably means it's just going to be a true Celestial Hypogean this season. Now, of course, the beginning of next season, I am anticipating a Hypogean. Well, actually, no, because it would if we don't get a Celestial this season, then it would be a Celestial next season. But basically, I think up around the corner as well, pretty soon is going to be Hypogean support, and that could also be game breaking for PvP, and we don't know. So basically, there's a lot of things we don't know right now, and there's a lot of things which could basically completely shape and rechange the meta, just like Gala. But Gala is the first piece, and she is going to be a hero that is going to be necessary for everyone to build up, and also to plus 25 exclusive equipment her as she is currently. Maybe even Paragon, because even in PvP, people are having pretty good success with Gala, like because her ultimate damage, especially after you get those blast charms, is really high, and she also begins with that initial energy. So if you can just get off an ultimate if you just protect her against an enemy Lily May, and if the enemy doesn't have Dunlinger, Gala can sometimes one-shot and wipe out the entire enemy team. So she has her PvP value, her PvP usage, definitely. However, she is going to be hard countered by Dunlinger. Dunlinger basically is her worst nightmare, and she will not really function well at all into Dunlinger teams. And also for PvP, it's not really the long-term delayed value that she gets by, like, you know, cloning another ally. That realistically is not really going to happen because it takes too long to actually trigger that, but it's just that initial ultimate nuke which is going to give your team the edge and allow you to clean up from there. That's basically the value of Gala right now. So running her with Theodore, running her with Rowan, things like that is what people are doing, and they're all good strategies. So anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Let me know what you think about Gala in the comment section down below. I think everyone's basically excited about this. Everyone already was planning to pull her even if she wasn't meta or the most meta, and right now she is completely meta. She is actually, she could be the next Shemira basically. And for endless difficulty, is looking like she is an upgrade, yeah, compared to Shemira. But Shemira is also mainly built for pre-endless. She's just so good at pre-endless and damage output that she's even been used in endless. But now that we have another endless dedicated hero like Gala, then Shemira is going to be phased out of endless. And I think that's something people are looking forward to because they found the meta of Dream On being a bit stale, just having Shemira all the time in every team. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus Dragon Crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark that link, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, return to that bookmark, make the purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then everyone, peace out for now.